Hi there, I'm Christine Dunbar from SpeechModification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent Training. Welcome to our Word of the Day series, where I've been taking your requests for words you'd like help to pronounce in American English. Today's request was for the word criterion and criteria, and we're going to talk about these two words, how to use them smoothly, break them down so you understand the sounds and the stress patterns for these words. So first of all, the singular criterion has second syllable stress. So that means the tier syllable is long and has the clear vowel, and the other syllables are shorter and may have reduced vowels. So the first letter I does sound like the I diphthong. So I rewrote it this way, like the word to cry, because it has the same pronunciation. You're going to just think about if you have trouble with the R sounds in this word, you may want to try building up from the R sounds. And typically with second syllable stress words, it's a good idea to practice it from the stressed syllable and then add the first syllable. As soon as I start with criterion, if I start with the cry, if I have that stored in a different way in my brain, it's not going to want to come out correctly. But if I try it like tier, tyrion, criterion, that's going to help me get the rhythm and the correct vowel sounds. So that's what I suggest, is start with your tier. In this case, I intentionally wrote it with the ear diphthong together, which you see here, the ear. You may also think of it as Tyrian, but I think that that makes that E too bright, and I think you want to kind of have this ear diphthong where you're kind of gliding into the that may be more specific than some of you need. In any case, you can build from ear, trying ear, tier, criterion. This last eon is a stressed, but short, not stressed, but tense, short E. So we don't want to go lax there. We still have that bright E sound. And then we have, for the ON, a schwa, sounds like criterion. So these last syllables and the first syllable are going to be quite quick. When we make it plural, criteria, then we just basically drop the N sound, but you'll see criteria has the same stress pattern and the same first three syllables. So criterion, criteria. They're actually more similar than they look, because when we see this ON, we might think it might have some kind of on syllable sound, but it's actually quite similar. So practice them by themselves, then do try using them in some short phrases. If you're someone who has to say criterion and criteria, you might be talking about them in terms of a study, or, we all use this for a certain casual speech as well, thinking about the criteria for a project or for something that we're thinking about. Thank you for the request for this word, or these two words. They're very useful, I think, not just for the person who requested them. If you have a request you'd like to see as part of our series, do feel free to leave that in the comments for this video or any of my videos. I have a nice long list of great requests from all of you, the viewers, and I'm working my way through them. We have a Word of the Day class every day. We also have our Friday live question and answer class. So if you're impatient to get an answer for your question and you can attend that live, you can type your questions in the chat and we talk about words, sounds, more details to help you with your pronunciation, American accent, and more. Also, our channel members, those who have joined as channel members, get to have an extra live class every Sunday, and they can ask their questions at any time throughout the week, and I answer them for them Sundays. Even if you can't attend live on Sunday, if you're a channel member, you can ask and then you can come back and watch the replay, so you don't have to wait for your questions. You can also find a lot of answers to questions on our website, SpeechModification.com. We have free practice materials as well as online courses which are either free or under $2 that can help you build your skills for both basic pronunciation and more advanced American accent. I'm Christine Dunbar from SpeechModification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. SpeechModification.com. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks, everybody.